Hey, y'all, it's Bree Specific from What's the Word. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday, 1 to 3 p.m. here on YouTube and all other platforms as well. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all of that. Thanks for watching. Hey,
what's up? What's the word? To do with the killing of her
of her mom, yeah.
So that was kind of big for them to sit down and piece it up. Yeah, shout out to Chicago Way for them to just setting that conversation up, and I just think that just setting the tone up for something different. You know,
I want to say one thing. I know we already passed the summer. We gotta give the biggest bouquet of flowers to my brother Tay Savage, because outside of personally knowing him, since that brother been home, no matter what you're saying about him, he has been a conduit for pushing this piece. There's all this stuff that everybody been saying they want to do. He's been one of the only, if the only person that has actually done it.
What else has he done? I haven't seen it.
That's okay. Let's go down the list. Just putting
the
J-Mane and Reese back together, and just kind of just saying, hey man, let's get back to some money. And honestly, he's one of the only people that has the authority and the respect to do that. And if you meet him, whether you somebody that professes to be in the street or somebody that's just a general person out here, he gives you that same amount of respect. I think that we don't speak about him enough in that regard. He needs some flowers because he had to be open to that. You know what I'm saying? They're in a popular South. Westboro is a very popular hood.
Very popular.
In the country now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Buki, shout out to just everybody, Body, everybody involved, Weezy. Them guys are some good guys, and they come from a legendary neighborhood, and they could easily be with the ruling regime, quote unquote, it's just us. But he said, no, we cool with everybody, and that's what's important. And I think we don't give that brother enough flowers for pushing that. And honestly, he one of the only people that could do it, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. So
I mean, it from that perspective, I get you that, but also it takes from somebody like I appreciate him sitting down, and I give him his flowers. So I'm not gonna take away from what you're saying, but I think the bigger part of this is that young lady, that's our OG, bro.
That's different. Beyond that, exactly.
If anybody that lost their old girl in this world, they would know that that's a different.
That's a different type of pain.
That's a different type of pain. And
for her to do that is big.
For her to do that was big. So like, I'll definitely I'm not dimming his light or anything gonna help, but I definitely want to make sure we shine light on that young lady and her pain and her siblings, because she's after that happened, she said she had to raise her siblings like she was like their mama growing up. So she was a young woman and trying to find her way in this world and looking out the people coming after her. So like that was big for her to do, to let that go. But I do know Tay Savage he Muslim. This is the month of Ramadan. I know he been praying, and he just been, when people start following God, when you do godly stuff and start following the light of God,
everything follows suit.
Everything follows suit. So like I said, I hope this is just a step in the right direction. It's.
Even to be honest, just speak on her because I don't want it to be perceived. Her pain in those interviews prior to spoke volumes, and I think you had to be a really dark person to not see that back then. Like, man, she's speaking about that. She's so young and she's talented. She got real talent, man. I think that was a moment in hip hop, because what if Pac and Biggie could have did? I mean, that was just. Any situation where two people could have sat down and really did that was amazing.
Look how many and nephew, I want to get your thoughts on this too. Look how many legendary Chicago rappers we done lost because of beef in the last decade. Imagine if Duck and them could have said that and be like, all right, y'all just stay on y'all side, and y'all stay on side, we can be good and make music. Imagine if Von and Rondo and them could have just patched it up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, just so many people that we could have just seen just in recent years, they could have just sat down and just been like, you do you and I do us. And that would have been, you know what I'm saying? That would have been good to see. But
it would have been nice. It would have been nice. I think people are a lot more wiser now. Like, I think back in the day, a lot of the internet fueled a lot of like beefs and like retaliation towards each other. And I think now people are realizing that there's money to be made instead of just talking somebody?
I think it's a little wilder now than it was back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
I
think it's
agree
a
with
little
what she's saying
wilder?
100%.
For sure.
Really?
It's this flip.
Yeah.
We're getting sensible because we got something to lose, and I say we as in the younger culture, younger millennials and Gen Z in this music and entertainment thing. You look at Ye, these dudes, they coming with that energy, you know what I'm saying? So it's flipped.
Yeah,
They don't care. I mean, like when have you ever seen a celebrity call somebody else's that their kids retarded?
You can't say the
R word, but you know what I mean. Like but you know what I mean. But that's crazy.
You can say that that's just Kanye though.
No,
that's just Kanye.
But
Kanye,
think about the
But then
position
you
and
look
not
at
the
people
person.
like 50 Cent too, like a lot
Smoking on it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they taking
they
that.
getting wild on the internet. They getting wild.
That's only a select few though.
No,
we talk about two people with like really big egos though. We ain't talking about just like regular, like more normal-minded people, right? 50 Cent got a big ego. Kanye West got a super crazy ego. Kanye West feel like he's Jesus.
But even on a local level, look what was going on with John Monopoly and JB. Like everybody is going to the internet.
Yeah,
we're not speaking on that, but
everybody
is going to.
I don't know who that is, man. Like, I don't know them brothers, man.
Everybody is going to the internet these days. I guess my question is because I mean I'm familiar with Tay Savage. Now I know Blasian Doll a little bit more, but do y'all think that that's influential enough for it to change the narrative of pushing peace? Because a lot of these rappers do be like, oh yeah, we pushing peace now, but they don't really be pushing peace.
No, pushing peace sound cool. I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna be very controversial. I think pushing peace was an easy way for the rappers that wasn't in the quote unquote BD coalition to assemble in. I'm not disrespecting them. The fact is whoever put the stick in the ground as claiming first, and they got there first. That's just the facts. Keith popped and everybody else in that ecosystem kind of came with that. And you saw 10 years of those artists not getting fair shakes. You saw glimpses like P. Rico hang with me and Duck and stuff, but we never saw the consistency that rappers from that other side had. So the pushing piece, even with J Man going into O Block, oh man, he doing this and that because and he might have genuinely felt that way. But to answer your question, it's not strong enough because the attention of that op music is greater than ever. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody talking op. It's the most popular stuff in the world now. So it's only going to get worse. You know, to be honest.
I don't think so.
That's my opinion. You know,
go ahead. I think so. I teach teenagers and they be talking about their ops.
You on the ground?
They be walking past in the lunchroom.
So before Chris get to his point, or it isn't so pressing.
Nah, that's really just it. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I can see both sides of it getting like worse and better.
Okay.
Like, I know the kids nowadays got crazy. They got some crazy artillery, right?
Artillery is crazy.
They do got some. But I see like they also look up to some of the older rappers, like a Tay Savage or like a Reese or like even a J Man in a way, right? So I could see them kind of taking some small advice for them just to focus on other things and just like.
But then what'll happen is they'll start rewarding the most savage artists again. See, they'll counteract that progress with more rewarding of the digression. See, it's like, okay, the biggest artists out here, they got fullies, 100 shots, and she's right, she on the ground, she's seeing what they talking about. Like it's that, bro.
I think y'all all making valid points. I did want BREE to elaborate on what she was saying because I don't think you really got it. You just said like I'm on the ground with the kids. They talk about us. So what is that like a good thing? Or do you feel like pushing peace? Because I didn't get you got a chance to elaborate.
So that was just to respond to him saying like op music pretty much trumps all of everything else that's going on right now because that's what the kids listen to. They like that op music. They like having ops. They like feeling like these and the kids that I teach, most of them be females, like 16, 17 years old. And she'll say it, and even when she say it like oh, it's just some girls that don't like me, but it's like the influence of just her saying, oh yeah, those my ops. Like I gotta get my birthday together because I gotta do my big one on my ops when I go to school type
Exactly.
thing. Yeah, like it's just it could be minuscule to her, but the influence of it is impactful.
What she's saying is spot on. We talking about the ghettoification of America. Because like right now I was looking at a Texas game, University of Texas, and they were playing Texas A&M, and I think Texas A&M lost. This was a couple years ago, and the Texas sign is this. This is their school sign. Texas A&M was throwing it down. That's gang culture. Mm-hmm. You know, that's gang. Now that has transitioned into collegiate sports because of through the rap music, through whatever the case may be. And 10, 15, no, maybe like 30, 40 years ago, it was a clear distinction between these neighborhoods and the rest of America. Through the internet, you got Crips in Green Bay, Wisconsin. You got GDs.
Everything and you know, melting pot.
It's everywhere now. So when she talking about my op, now it's just pop culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you got Serena Crip walking at the Super Bowl, that's a real organization. But the Crip Walk is populist, as American as apple pie. So is gangsterism American? I mean, so you might have people, oh man, the devil my op. This to transition to religious talk.
All you gotta do is wait for somebody to say it at their altar.
This to transition into religion at this point. So what it'll never stop. We love adversarial situations in America. That's what we love. We love to have a problem with somebody. It's not a peaceful thing. Even the way we have our elections. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but there we go.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good take. I like it. That was a good take. Y'all killed that.
Hey. What's up? What's the